Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Fisica-Mente. Today I would like to make a bit of deeper video, not a really light and entertaining one, because as you have seen from the title I would like to talk to you about the tragic death of the stuntman Mike Hughes, that yesterday died while he was trying to follow his dream of taking a picture of the Earth from a height of 1.5 kilometer in order to show that the flat is actually flat. um, it would have been a way too much easy to just think, okay, he's just another idiot that just killed himself trying to chase an absurd dream to demonstrate something which is obviously fake, false, and completely senseless. But then I started to search for some information about the life of this man, and I developed my own idea, and that's why today I simply would like to share with you my idea. But things sometimes are not so easy as you can imagine at the first view. I just summarize quickly what happened yesterday. He took off from the ground from a piece of desert in Arizona with a rocket that he built by himself. And after a couple of seconds, what happened is that the parachute has been, for a mistake, ejected by this rocket. And so, of course, what happened is that after a few seconds, that the steam that was powering this rocket has been exhausted, and there was no propulsion anymore, the rocket started simply to free fall toward the ground without the parachute that was supposed to slow down this second part of this trajectory. And of course, in the crash, he lost his life. Studying, I've seen that, so first of all, who is this Mad Mike, as he was known? He is a driver of limousine, and it looks like that he always liked to challenge himself. He, in 2002, was awarded for the record of the longest jump using a limousine. And since forever, almost, he had the passion for rockets, especially for homemade rockets that he wanted to pilot by himself. I don't see anything wrong with this. I mean, just think that a lot of people has the passion, the hobby of small models of planes and helicopter. He was trying to do it with rockets. It's just something a bit more extreme, but I don't see that as anything special nor depreciable, I would say. The problem is that he pushed that to a limit that was beyond any logical limitation due to simply safety reasons. But let's come back in a second. He always was passionate of building rockets, and in 2016 he made his first collection of foundings. He was just trying in the internet to collect some money to realize his dream, and he got in total $310. And at this point, I think that what happened in his brain is just, okay, let's make more a political choice. He joined this movement of flat earth believers, and the year after, in this founding collection, he got already something like $10,000. And more years passed, the more he was involved in this movement of flat earth believers, and more money he was gaining. In this way, he managed to realize his dream, because with all this money, he could build the rockets he had in mind with him on board piloting these rockets. But I think that he was not taking care at all about a flat earth. He was not believing, in my personal opinion. Because if he is somebody that trusts in technology, in engineering, of course he would have trust also science. Because for sure he has to know how to build a rocket, he has to know about fluid dynamics, about engines, about thrust, about the nozzles, and all these technical things. And there was an article from 2017 where he says, I don't believe in science, referring to the fact that science says that the Earth is spheric, and he wanted to show the exact opposite, that the Earth is flat. But I cannot believe it. I really don't believe that he was in his heart believing that the Earth is flat. It was just a political choice to have the consensus of so many followers that could allow him to realize his dream, giving him money. That's it. Nobody has the opportunity to be an Hollywood star like Arnold Schwarzenegger, or has the opportunity to realize his own dream pointing on technology, like Musk, for example, with Tesla. These are just different approaches to arrive to conquer your specific target, your goal that you have. He tried the card of flat earth believers, and this was simply his story. If you tell me it has been the wrong choice, he should have done like Elon Musk. But for me personally, Elon Musk is lying to people exactly as flat earth believers are. Don't tell me that somebody that sells a car of 3 ton that makes 0 100 kilometer in 2 seconds is somebody that takes care about ecology. He doesn't care. He's just a mean to achieve his own purposes, which is for now, I think, is bring people to space, but I think that that is also just an intermediate step to reach a further goal. I don't know. But just summarizing, I think that the Mike was just using this as a pretext to collect money, and his dream was to fly in a cheap way, something like this. This is what I think. I don't blame him for following his dream. Who I blame is probably the family of him, the friends of him, that didn't warn him, that didn't stop him for doing something so crazy. Trying to reach 1.5 kilometer with just a parachute that has been for accident, but still has left you in the middle of the air without any protection. That is something crazy for me. But this doesn't mean that you have to, but he didn't have the rights to follow his dream. I put my own experience. I also collect money since a lifetime because I like a rally and I would like to participate to a rally one day. But this is also part of a risk, exactly as participating to a soccer game is following a dream to go to the stadium to support your team. But it could happen that in the middle of hooligans fights, you get killed because things happens. It's not a mistake, it's not a crime to follow your dreams, but simply he overpassed this limit of safety of craziness. But he was Mad Mike for a reason, so he was just doing that. But this has nothing to do with flat earth. Flat earth is just an absurd movement, this is what I think, but this is not enough to condemn his choices, his tragedy, too superficial. I strongly believe that he was not taking care at all. It was just a political movement. You say, but why such a crazy guy would think about politics? Well, he said that he would have liked to run for the candidature as a governor of California. Somebody is an Hollywood star, somebody makes Tesla, and somebody tried to fly with a rocket. Everybody made its own choice, and he made probably the wrong one. Who knows? Nothing. This was just for sharing my thoughts. Please don't just shoot bad comments because I would just delete you immediately. But if you have a propositive comments that starts and allow people to think and to do not just digest in one single obvious trivial sentence what happened, please feel free to leave a comment beneath. And if you like this video, more and more English video will come in the future. Don't forget to subscribe, thumb up, and see you soon.